Hello, welcome back to GP Nail Art. Jessica here. So the mani on my left hand will be up in the cards for you. And on my right hand I have Nala. So it's just kind of a nice, little bit more of a darker nude kind of camel color. And today's our letter G mani. So Raven 1303 said glitter and Gucci. So this mani took a little while for me to complete because I was waiting for these stickers to come in. These are from iGel Beauty, so they do have a bunch of stickers with different brand names and designer icon logos and things like that. So it took me a little while to kind of find stickers to begin with. I mean, I knew that I could probably get something maybe from like AliExpress or someplace like that, but they take quite a long time to come in. So I remembered eventually that iGel Beauty had some and purchased them from there. So I'm also going to be using these Virgo Gem. These are the HEMA-free gels, top and base coat. So this is the first time that I am using them. And I didn't seem to get any reaction at all, so I'm hoping that, you know, if I kind of keep using them, that it won't be too much of a problem. Sorry about that. I had an alarm going off on my phone because this is kind of first thing in the morning, so I have like a wake me up alarm that goes off. But I'm just trying to be very careful to not get any of the gel on my skin as well. Also, this mani was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, so it was a little bit frustrating, you know, to kind of get it to look the way that I wanted it to look, and it was a little bit time consuming. And I think part of that is also that I'm trying to do this mani on my dominant hand using my non-dominant hand, of course, so that makes everything a little bit more difficult typically as well. So hopefully I can keep using that HEMA-free gel, and I'll have to try to use it on my other hand because that's the hand that I typically get a reaction on if I'm using the gels, so we'll see about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the stickers. Now, one thing in regards to these stickers, I thought that they were going to be a little bit easier to use, but because the pattern that's kind of like on the top and bottom of that kind of Gucci you know, pattern with the kind of diamond shapes, the part that I'm cutting out now, because that's kind of like one full strip, it's not kind of already sized out for your nail. That also made it a little bit more difficult to, you know, kind of get a smooth application for the whole nail. So you'll kind of see that I keep trying to size it out to make sure that it's going to be big enough to go sidewall to sidewall. The other thing which I didn't think about doing in this particular mani, but I probably should have cut like little score marks like in the corners, just because, you know, it's a flat sticker but your nail is curved, so if you kind of cut little slits you know, along either the sidewalls or the corners, you know, things like that, that can kind of help it fit a little bit better or lay a little bit better on your curved nail. And I didn't really think about doing that while I was doing these stickers, so that was probably, you know, one of the issues as well, because it didn't really flay oh my god, it didn't really lay down flat enough, so you know, that was kind of became an issue. So I'm only going to show the sticker on one nail. I'm going to do this on 4 of my nails, so my index, middle, ring, and pinky are all going to get this same sticker application to have that kind of pattern background. I didn't really think about like the color in regards to it being fairly close to the color that's already on my nails, but it is still a different shade. So while it's very subtle, it is still noticeable. So it didn't, like completely blend in. So this took quite a while for me to kind of, first, get it centered, since I'm trying to do it on my dominant hand, and just kind of lay it down flat. I did grab my silicone tool there to kind of help, push it into the cuticle line and the side walls and get some of those wrinkles out. But like I said, if I put like little score cuts into the corners or the side walls, it probably would have laid down a little bit better. And then I also had to kind of go in and cut off excess sticker that was like hanging off of the sidewall area and the free edge, because this is not gonna dissolve like water decals do if you try to kind of melt it away with some acetone. So like water decals will kind of dissolve away, so you can kind of remove the excess that way, but the stickers don't do that. You have to kind of cut it away. And you do want to do that because if you just apply gel over that sticker has the chance of kind of popping up, and because it's not gonna want to lay down flat, and that can kind of like cause your top coat to kind of peel off. So I tried to get as close to my nail as possible. So again, this took a little bit while. This is pretty much real time, or it is real time. Not pretty much, it is real time. And you can see this took quite a while to complete just one nail. So that's why I'm not going to put you through all of that for 3 more nails. Now, as far as the subscriber that chose this mani, I did check. I couldn't find like a YouTube channel or Instagram information, and she didn't leave that in her comment. So Raven, by all means, if you want to comment on this video, I can pin that comment for you. So if you want anybody to subscribe to your channel or your Instagram account, by all means, we can pin that information in the comment below. Just make sure you don't put any @ symbols or .com or anything like that, because YouTube won't post the comment. It'll delete it, as we found out. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the other nails and do the exact same thing. And we'll go on from there. All right, so we have the pattern on all 4 nails. So of course, what is Gucci without that Gucci logo? So I wasn't exactly sure which one I wanted to pick, but I wanted to make sure I had one of the logos that had the red and green stripes. That's kind of very symbolic of the Gucci logo, to have those red and green stripes. And then the one that I picked has the little white G's for Gucci as well. So I'm going to go ahead and place that. I'm only going to do that particular sticker on one finger, just to kind of keep it a little bit simple. I didn't want to go, too crazy, especially because this mani was a little bit harder for me to do. So I didn't go super crazy. But I also haven't done anything on that thumb either. I did not do that pattern on the thumb, so I have something special planned for the thumb, which we'll get into in a little bit. Okay, so I pulled out the top coat, and this is just going to be for the 4 nails that I have completed already. So basically, I'm just kind of finishing those off. I'm not going to do anything additional on those 4 nails. So I just wanted to top coat them, make sure they were just, finished, and I didn't have to worry about the stickers popping off or lifting up or anything like that. And you'll see that when I get to my middle finger, I do cure them before I kind of finish with the index finger. And that again was, for the same thing, because the stickers want to kind of, move and lift up a little bit. So I wanted to, cure what I already had the top coat on to kind of prevent that from happening. So, even though with the stickers and everything, I didn't actually end up having this mani on for too long. What I end up doing on the thumb was giving me a little bit of trouble. We'll get into that in a moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the top coat on these nails, and then we'll get to that thumbnail. And also, before I forget, every time I'm curing, I am curing for a full 60 seconds. I just wanted to make sure that even though I'm using a gel that's HEMA-free, that it is fully cured, just to make sure that, I don't have any issues, because typically you have the issues with uncured product on your skin. So again, I was just, very careful to try to not get it on my skin, where it's flooding my sidewalls or cuticles or anything, and curing it for that full 60 seconds. So I have my base coat here again. I'm just going to put a little dab of that on my palette here, and we're going to get into that thumbnail. And we had a little Matea hair. So that's my little doggy. She gets her fur everywhere. And one more thing as well, since this is the letter G mani, I will be posting the suggestion video for letter H soon. I think I'm going to wait until just after Valentine's Day, so I can finish up any of the the videos or the manis that I want to do for Valentine's Day. I'm going to go in with red glitter here. So this is from MVP Nail Designs. This is a raw glitter mix, which typically indicates that there's no acrylic powder. You can add a little bit of clear acrylic powder in to kind of use it as a dip powder or something to that effect. But this is also where it was a little bit difficult to kind of do this, because of course I'm trying to do this with my non-dominant hand. But I'm using that gel base coat to just kind of draw a straight line down the center of my nail. So you can see also that I try to use my pinky on my non-dominant hand to kind of hold, the brush. I'll kind of steady it against my my other hand to, be able to kind of draw that straight line and keep my hands from shaking or anything like that. So as you can see here, this is that red stripe, and there I went and spilled my glitter all over my hand. So that was like the first mishap with this mani. So I'm just trying to get some of that glitter off of my hand. But you can see that I just have that red stripe down the center of my nail for that Gucci logo. And this is still uncured, so I did end up kind of dipping in, because I wanted to try to get as many of those red glitters as possible for that red stripe. And then I just use my silicone tool. See, this is where it kind of gets very awkward as well. But I'm just using my silicone tool because, again, it's not cured yet, to kind of, push the sides of that line in just slightly, just to make sure that they're straight. Because this is kind of, the first line, that I did. So I'm going to do the same thing for green. And then, the rest is a little bit easier, but I am just, brushing away that excess, because wherever I didn't put the base coat is where that glitter is going to stay, and I can brush away the rest. And I was just trying to get the glitter like out from in between my skin and my nail, so that it was nice and clean before I, do any top coat later. So I wanted to also add in some more of those red glitter, so I applied a little bit more base coat to that stripe, so that I can pick out, some of the glitters, and I use some of the ones that are already on the napkin there to pick out some of the chunkier glitter pieces to just apply down the stripe of the red there. And I also want to apologize. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, the green stripes didn't get recorded. I think I just, after I cleaned my desk, because I used like a cleaning wipe to kind of clean up all the glitter off of my desk, all of that red glitter. I don't think I kind of, took a break for a few minutes and just went and, sat down. And when I came back, I think I just forgot to hit record, really. And I didn't do anything different. The glitter that I used for the green, it's a glitter called Carol from Referral Nail, and it's one of their Christmas glitters, so it has like silver and purple and then chunky green glitter pieces. So I didn't dip into it, of course, because I didn't want to get any of that silver or purple on it, but I did scoop out a little bit of the powder, and I was just picking out those green glitter pieces. So you could use any kind of green glitter you want. If you have something that's a little bit more of a shimmer, that's just the right color green, you could do the same thing. But I did the same thing with the base coat, did a stripe down either side of that red line, and just placed each one of the green glitters. So that took quite some time. So this hot chocolate color that I'm using, I thought would be nice, because it has like that darker kind of brown, but it also has the brighter gold glitters. So it's not really the Gucci pattern, but I thought it would be a nice complement in regards to the color. So initially, when I did this first layer, I was using my little swatch stick to kind of scoop it and pour over, the same that I kind of did with the red, but I was getting a lot of the brown kind of acrylic mix, or like the darker shimmer color, and I wasn't getting a lot of the chunky glitter. So I ended up doing another layer after this, where I kind of dip into the powder instead, and I got more of that gold glitter. So I'm gonna let you watch for a little bit, and I'll come back if I need to. All right, so these are the second layers I was talking about where I was dipping into the pattern. You can see I'm just kind of tapping the jar a little bit just to kind of try to make those chunkier gold glitter pieces sit on the top so that I'm picking those up first. And again, every time that I am curing, I'm doing so for 60 seconds, and I'm just trying to push some of that off of the green so it doesn't cover it up at all, because gel does have a tendency to move, so especially when you're dipping in. And there's mishap number 2. I think while I was recording the video too, I was like, oh my god, I'm done. I'm just done with this right now. So I went ahead and cleaned up my whole table again. It was just not a good mani weekend for me. I did another mani the next day. So this was the Saturday that I did this mani, this last Saturday. And I did another mani on Sunday, and I thought it was going to be a better day and whatnot, and I ended up knocking over a whole jar of dip powder all over my table. So yeah, it was just, I should have stopped at this one and, just relaxed the rest of the weekend, because it was just a mess. So I'm just placing this Gucci symbol, because it was just, they had some stickers on the sheet there that were just the Gucci symbol, so it's just the 2 G's and then it says Gucci underneath it. So I just wanted to place that kind of in the center of my nail for the Gucci symbol. So, I kind of figured, since she said Gucci and glitter, the thumb would be a perfect nail to do all of that glitter on, because it's a little bit wider and I have a little bit more space to kind of do those stripes and everything. So I really love how it came out, especially this glitter nail. But, it took a while to do this whole mani, and all those mishaps were just driving me bananas a little bit. So I'm just finishing up with the top coat on this nail as well. I'll cure that for the 60 seconds, and then I'll be applying the cuticle oil, and then also at the end I do have the pictures, and you'll have a little bit more of a close-up view, especially of that glitter thumbnail. And here I'm just holding my nail upside down to kind of let that gel move away from my sidewalls and give me, a little bit of that apex kind of look as well. But look at how pretty that is. That came out perfect, and I love the red and green stripes. I think is my favorite. I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my Candi Skin Care Cuticle Oil. You always want to re-nourish your skin after you're using all of these chemicals and everything. Well, let me know what you think of this mani. Like I said, while it was kind of time consuming and a little bit hard for me to complete, I do love the end result. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Quick mention on that, when I get to 250, I will be doing another giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. We're not too far off from that number. Comment down below, like, subscribe. There we go. Look at how pretty that came out. I do love it. Especially that finger, the glitter finger. But until next time, bye for now.